Alright, so current situation. Um, it is now April of 2022. We had a pretty good year in October of last year. Well, we only stayed open for about 2 weeks, and then we got shut down by Indiana Homeland Security. They came in and they told us that we did not have a lot of the proper permits to run the haunted house, and we needed to surpass a lot of the fire inspections and fire codes and whatnot. And they wanted us to get uh, a lot of unnecessary things like sprinkler systems and stuff that I didn't feel we really needed to have for an all metal building that's as small as it is. But it is what it is. You can't win that battle. Um, but yeah, this is what it is today. This whole wall right here was actually put up. We just took that wall down just the day before yesterday because of the new plans that we have, which I'll explain in a minute what we're going to be doing. You see I'm starting to trench a line. So one thing that we are going to do is we're going to fill this whole spot here with gravel. We're going to have some picnic tables and some fire pits, stuff out here for people to come and hang out. Then this side of the building that I've opened up will be all kind of like a fairground game. So it'll be like ring toss, racquetball, just things that people can come and play. The one thing that you cannot do, or the things that I can't do currently, is let anybody go inside of any of the structures. So there'll be a railing here. People can stand here, play games, ring toss, throwing bags, or whatever the game may be that we make. Come out here, sit, and that is our food stand. So we'll be able to sell drinks and potato chips and stuff, packaged foods like candy bars and whatnot. So I've got a lot of work to do in here yet too. I just got some of the lights ran. This will all be enclosed. There'll be a table. We'll have t-shirts, merchandise in here also where people can come and buy t-shirts. Just recently obtained a merchant's license so that way I can do that legally. Then once I get this line ran, that'll have electric. I've got some new breaker boxes and stuff in there that's gonna be ran for in there. That'll run to the food stand, and then some stuff that's gonna happen out in the woods too. So that way the building itself won't be wasted. The front half that we just walked through a minute ago will be storage for a lot of the outside props and animatronics and stuff that I don't want to leave out in the winter and leave out year round. Some things could get damaged, so this will all be blocked off right here. That'll be storage. This will be where you see the framed up wall right here. That'll be sheeted over. There'll be games and stuff that people can play from outside. As I said, like ring toss and stuff. Then the main entrance, if you've seen it, it's up there. It's got the big skull head and stuff where you walk through. Will be right here. So this will all be cleaned up. We're going to put that entrance right here. There'll be a ticket booth. People can come up and pay their entry fee. I'll have a fence that'll wrap up around this little pond area. And then that will be the main entrance straight into the woods, which I'm going to soon be clearing out. I went through with them yellow flags and I marked, which you may be able to see. There's a couple flags out there right now. The flags where the pathway is going to be. So it'll go in, it'll zigzag through some places in there. I've got a theme set up how I want to do it. It'll go around, and then it'll come out beside the food stand. So that'll be the exit. This will be the entrance, and I believe it's going to be a pretty cool thing. I mean, we this is our second year doing Halloween stuff. I really enjoy it. I've loved doing it so much to the point to where I'm not going to take no for an answer and just give up on doing it. So we're going to just work around the regulations and everything that is kind of realistic to our standards, because there's a lot of stuff that we couldn't do. If you want to learn more on what we needed to go through to keep the building going, you can leave that down in the comments, and I'll explain what all codes and what laws and permits and everything you'd have to obtain. So for anybody that is interested in building their own permanent structure that is going to be like a home haunt, or to start up their own haunted house in Indiana, definitely leave a comment below and I'll run you through everything that I had to learn, because there's not really a lot of how-tos on how to do it. I had to learn everything myself the hard way and the expensive way, but I got it figured out finally. But if this tells you anything, everything's going to be all outdoors because it costs way too much. In the ballpark of $60,000 to keep this 20 by 70 building running, and this is too much money for me to be able to come up with. So everything's going to be outdoors. I'll spend probably another $20,000 to $25,000 getting everything set up here by the time I pay for the electric wire, all the cable boxes, the new audio systems, all the gravel, all the props, everything that we're going to need to set all this up. Now I'll take you back here in the woods and I'll kind of give you guys a little insight on what I'm going to do here. Alright, so we're out here walking down, following these flags that I placed. You can see where I've had my truck back here. Been trying to bring a few things down here to get started up. I've got some cemetery fencing. This area right here is going to be our graveyard. So I'll have to clear some of these dead trees out, place this fence down, and then make it to where people can walk through the cemetery. I'll have a crypt and a few other things inside as well. And so that'll be pretty neat. I'll have a little chapel building where people can see that. As I said before, I can't let anybody come inside of any buildings, or else I'll have to go through the commercial building codes to let people come inside because of fire hazards and whatnot. So everything that I'm building, which I'll show you one of the structures that I'm doing right now, is going to be what they call facades. And basically it's just the front half of a building and there's nothing on the inside. It's all false. So like this right here, you can see I've got a door and a window. I've got another panel to put up that's got a window in it. But I'll show you, for instance, this door here. If you look on this side of it, there's no door frame. It's just it's a fake building. And then I will have curtains in the windows and props. You can see I've got some of the foundation here is kind of overhanging, and that will be like a porch. I'll have like an awning right here so people walk up onto the porch. Try to make like a jump scare through the window, or maybe beside the building. We don't know. the trail will come through here onto the porch, and then on down the rest of the trail, and so on and so forth. There's going to be probably about 10 of these buildings. Each one will look differently. Each one will have a different purpose. But the theme is going to be that everything out here is an overgrown ghost town. And with the lighting in the right area, and with it being nighttime, it's going to be dark in here. All the buildings lit up, and the actors are out scaring people, and all the props and the effects that I'm going to have set up, it's going to look really good. So just stay tuned, and I will film and document everything that I'm doing. Every time I go to do something, I'm going to try to at least do one thing every weekend if I can. It just all depends on financial. Lumber is extremely high right now. It's last time I went and priced it, it was close to $8 just for a wall stud, and that's not even treated lumber or anything. When just a couple years ago, that was $2 maybe for a wall stud, $1.80 something, $2.50. Now it's $8 a board. Plywood's up to $65, $75 for a sheet of 4x8 plywood. It's getting kind of ridiculous. But if you guys want to stay updated, like I said before, just follow up with the channel. And every time I go to do anything, if it's putting wire in the ground, spreading gravel, or if it's building props or setting up lights or audio, I'm going to film it and I'm going to upload it every time I go to do anything. So that way, for those of you that are interested or want to learn how stuff works, if you want to learn a little bit about construction on framing or electrical, you can definitely leave a comment and ask how that's doing. I don't mind showing people how to do stuff like that. There's a lot going on. I'll try my best to upload as much as I can. I just got to kind of do things day by day around here. But if you've made it this far in the video, I appreciate you watching. Just follow and like and share. And if you know anybody that's into Halloween stuff, and like I said before, wanting to learn how to do haunted houses or home haunts, and they don't want to run into the same issues that I've ran into, definitely give me a shout.